connected to all the dogs, and then they're connected to one leash. So basically what I'm thinking is that I'll let it tangle, and once they're too close and it's too much of a tangle, I will simply apply a fresh new leash on each dog, bundle them up, and then remove the knot. And that way I pretty much have nothing to worry about as far as getting my fingers crushed or wrists twisted or anything. And yeah, I know it looks really bad, but if you look, every dog is nice and comfortable. There's nothing, tangling up their paws or anything. It works just the same as if it would be in my hand. The only difference is that I'm not slipping the leashes between my hands to make sure that they are in line with whatever dog is in front of them. So usually if a dog from the left moves to the right, I'll rearrange the leashes in my hands so that their leash is now the furthest to the right. Anyways, this is a huge game changer for me because super comfortable. I don't have anything pinching my hand. And yeah, we're gonna have a nice family pee. Everyone's gonna pee on this tree. Everybody take a turn. Leave your gifts. Go ahead, go pee. No, you're not chewing that. No. No. In fact, I'll slip it on my arm, and then I could put the phone in my hand, and I have a free hand finally. So I can stop you from chewing the leashes, you silly. Let's go, you guys. Let's explore this place. Let's go check it out. Let's go see what's going on. You've been so nice with the doggies we've seen today. You've been so good. You've been so good. Yes, you've been so very patient. This one's a big one. Wow, like the sun. You're a sunset. You're gorgeous. And you're very pretty too. And you're very sweet. And this one's a big softie. And that's the best Wolfie dog I've ever seen. I just studied up a little bit about dogs, so it was good to know what you're doing. So I'll tell you a few things I learned about them. Let's begin with the behaviors. Especially more like a wolf dog. The closer they are to a wolf, I find that they mark their territory as little no trespassing signs that they sprinkle around. And they you're not really a wolf's friend. You're not really a wolf's owner or guardian or anything like that. You're kind of just staff. You're just there to, because wolves are so hyper independent that, even if you get them from a puppy, once you get that bond, the wolf still is very aware that they're more powerful than you. So those are the most difficult breeds, wolf dogs, anything of that nature. But a few things about their tails. When the tail's up like that, they're all just pretty excited, right? But if it's just straight up, sort of for no reason, it's kind of like they're challenging you, especially with wolves. And let's not forget, every dog descended from wolves, so they all have it in them. They have this hierarchy where the higher the tail is pointing, the more dominance they have. And the more the tail is cowering, the more the tail is really low between the legs. That's the submissive gesture. And any dog will do that. I've never yelled at a dog ever in my life. And when you do so, you break their trust. They have the psychology of a child. They are literally just, here for a good time. And once you try to discipline them with yelling or something like that, even if they understand it, the trust is broken. And once they see that side of you, it's game over. You're never going to discipline your dog ever. And discipline is a skill. Discipline is going for a run every morning. That's discipline. Whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is controlling your impulsive thoughts, those quick reward thoughts like swearing or something like that, controlling your emotions and stuff like that. That takes discipline. It's a skill. It's not something you can just yell at a dog to stop doing. So for instance, when we get too excited, we quietly walk away, we sit down, we're patient, and then sometimes a few minutes later we go for a run just to burn off the energy. Another thing they do is they shake. Whenever your dog does a random shake, it means that they're shaking off the stress. You know, they're kind of like, woo, that was something. And they're just getting all that cortisol and adrenaline out of them. Now, I don't like it when they play with sticks because they do cause tummy aches and splinters. So also they get too aggressive, and this one's always biting. This one's always biting. This one's a biter. Sometimes I'll do the switcheroo. I'll get a little treatsies. I'll get a little tasty yum-yums. And then I'll go like this. And then I'll go like this. Who wants a yum-yum? Who wants a yum-yum? Somebody with an open mouth? Does somebody want to open their mouth and get yum-yum? Who wants that? And you can always go with an open paw if you think they're going to bite your fingers. Okay, well, that one's got the stick. Still going to give everybody a yum-yum. And then, yeah, the tails, they go, you know, partially down, all the way down, whatever. Like when you see a photograph of wolves, you'll see that they all have a tail in a different position because that's just, you know, the pecking order, hierarchy, totem pole, so to speak. It's kind of like that in any social structure, if it's a family unit, if it's, you know, society, whatever. Anywhere, there's always that. So it's good to be aware of what your dog's thinking. The tail's very important. Sticking out like that with like a slow wag, that's like they're interested in something. Oh, there we go. Like they're calm, they're happy. Sorry, I should have said like the straight up is also they're interested in something. And there are a couple more. Obviously the ears. If the ears are back, then they're sort of cowering. If the ears are straight up, they're alert. There's a lot of expression in the eyes. The posture especially, if let's say their front paws are down and their back paws are up and they're sort of bowing, it means they want to play. It means like, come at me, let's have some fun, like I'm ready for it. And it's good to know what their posture is saying and things of this nature. Because sometimes people misunderstand their dogs, and it's up to us as their guardians to just ensure that they're always safe and comfortable and respected and happy. And again, like, I always see people like yell at their dog when their dog barks, and then, you know, nothing happens. The dog just barks more. They get more excited. Like, okay, you're yelling, I'm barking, we're doing this. I know this looks bad, but I promise you, it's just the same as if I had the leash in my one hand. It was just a matter of getting my fingers pinched too much. So I made it, you know, if there's going to be a knot and I'm holding a phone, then the knot may as well be, you know, attached to this. And once the knot gets too tight, I have all these leashes. I'll give them all a fresh leash and I'll remove the old knot. Wow, fancy dancy magic prancy. Look at those moves. Look at those moves. This one's got the energy. Yeah, they got the right mindset. They just want to enjoy. This one just wants to escape all the time. They just keep chewing. Not necessarily escape, but definitely chewing the leash. It took me 4 months to figure this out, so I'm very happy about it. I'll just put it through my arm like this. Hi guys, Paisley, Alice. My goodness, there's a lot of you today. Arteka, woof woof, yes. I'll tell you said woof woof. I had like 40 people on at one moment, and then I started talking and everyone just tuned out. Maybe I should just shut up. Maybe, oh. We're sharing our smells. How nice of you to contribute to the community. What do you see? What do you see? Is it a squirrel? What's up there? This one's very barky today, yes. had this one super rare breed. They were just a chow the size of a car, I swear. They were the biggest dog ever. And I walked by here and asked a lady to take a photo of me and the dog. And she says, yeah, sure. And she takes the photo and she's like, yeah, I took a couple photos just in case you don't like one. I'm like, yeah, cool. And she gives back the camera and it's all her thumb. And I'm like, oh my God. It was like, like the perfect lighting, like nice moss behind us, like the best photo I've ever like imagined. And when I looked at it, it was just a thumb, and I never saw that dog again. And I like tried to take some photos of just the dog, but it's very difficult to get any picture of me with them. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, easy. I have to pick that up, okay? That's why I get the big bucks. It's just calm yourselves. Oh, look at all these precious angels. Yes, they're just looking at you. They're like, can we go now? Yeah, is it my turn to go now? Hold on a sec, guys. Hold on one sec. You're so patient. You're good dogs. Yes, you're very good doggies. Yeah, I don't really like study dogs. I just started to after years of owning dogs and a few months of walking dogs, but it really comes down to you just need to respect them, be in a good mood, give them attention. Who doesn't like attention? So, yeah, I feel like we're all pretty happy. We're a nice little fam. Yes, we're going for a nice peaceful walk. A nice peaceful walk. This one's much older, and I think they have a bit of an injury or something. You see that shaking? So I might bring them by the house and just drop them off. We'll see how they do. I really wish there was like free healthcare for dogs, like everyone in the world would just share and have what they need. Oh, wow. Nice front flip. Wow. Good. Teach me that trick. No, we're not going to stand in front of them and bark. You're scary when you do that. No, you're very scary when you do that. They're like target acquired. See that? They're just going right for him. Oh, wow! Everyone's so good! Yes, we saw them before. They're very nice. They're a very nice friend. That's how we say good morning to doggies, yes. But we don't chew on the fur. No. 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 Best thing about training dogs is just being consistent. Just always saying the same command. Sit, stay, no, cross, paw. These are the ones you really need to know. You don't need to know, you know, all these nonsensical things people say like roll over. I've never had a dog that knows how to do that because it's just completely pointless. Basically just want to keep them safe and happy. This one's going off. Bring you back around. Okay, let's go. Yeah, just like with kids, you just want to like separate them. Fix that ear. Separate them. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. The one thing you'll notice about dogs is they're very honest. They will never lie to you. They will never lie to you about their body language. They're always fully transparent and honest. So it's good to just know the basics. Obviously, when they show teeth, that's a sign of aggression. But these guys are just happy little floops. Yes. Look at these beauties, all getting along, all having a good time. You gotta stop jumping, sweetie. That paw's getting messed up. I can't believe this leash thing's working. Like, look, everybody has like free paws. Everybody has some slack. You know, like it looks like, oh my God, what a mess. Hey, no. 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 Hey, come here. People have zero survival instinct, like zero awareness. If you see a mob of 6 dogs barking towards you and your dog, why would you just stand there? I would pick up my little dog and I would walk away. I don't get it. And people say like dogs are so silly or unaware, not as smart as us or whatever. Couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, we're so knowledgeable about lies and they don't know about all this nonsense that we believe in. But that's a whole philosophical issue. I kind of just wanted to say, like, sometimes you see a dog that gets stuck with the leash around like a tree or a pole, and they sort of are very stubborn and they want to like keep pulling, and you're like, no, you're caught on the tree. You got to walk back. You got to go back where you came from to untangle yourself. And, you know, I see humans do that all the time. Sometimes we don't get off of the sidewalk in time, and some jogger or something just like runs like right into me, gets tangled in the leashes, and they're just kind of like, oh, silly me. I'm like, silly you? Like, I feel bad for you. You just go through life like completely unaware. I'm crazy multitasking right now. I'm checking if every leash, like the one leash was slipping off a little bit, making sure all the paws are clean, everyone's safe. There's no, you know, dogs in the area. There's no people coming towards us. No bones on the ground. They definitely cause internal bleeding and stuff like that. And so I'm like super hyper aware. And then I see people who are completely in their own little world. And it literally shocks me. Like, I'm just like, how could you just assume that 6 dogs would move out of your way when I'm distracted picking up like 3 poops? And, you know, I didn't see you coming because I just forgot to look. And then you're just like, oh, no big deal. 6 dogs just in the middle of the sidewalk. I'll walk right through them and tangle myself in the leashes. It happens all the time. I just have to get that off my chest because you guys have no idea. Or this huge field, right? It's massive. And we're in the middle there. And I remember 2 of them were like fighting or something. Like, it was like a tug of war with a stick, but they were super aggressive. Good friends, like they know each other. These 2 guys, they always kind of like go at each other's necks, especially the one on the right gets the one on the left. Oh, these birds are done for. How beautiful though. No, you know what? We're gonna go this way. We're gonna respect the birdies. Let's go this way. They're having a nice little bath. Little family of birdies. Hopefully they remember my face and they're like, okay, this guy's cool. Because crows remember your face for life. They communicate who you are and what you did to their family. And then you might have dive bombing crows for the rest of your life. Why? Because it's not playtime just because we're on the field. It doesn't mean you should be chewing on that leash, sweetheart. Okay, let's go. Anyway, so someone, like, we're just like this in the middle of the field, and someone just like took their 2 dogs and walked right up to us without saying like, hey, are your dogs friendly? You know, are they in the mood to play? Can we come up to you? They just like assume. But it was while these 2 were fighting too. So I just thought that was really dumb. And you can always blame the owner. No matter what the dog does, if they bite somebody, you know, these are just kids with weapons in their mouth. Like, you can't blame them for not knowing their own strength. Don't JUMP on me. Oh, I felt that coming. I could just tell. Those eyes say it all. They say, I want to climb on you. Hey! You guys are precious. You're amazing. No, not too excited. Just don't be boring, but you don't have to be that excited. Okay? We don't have to go completely bananas. Who's a banana? Who's a banana? Am I a banana? Okay, I guess I'm the banana. What is up with you? This one's got a cigar in their mouth. Look at that, just smoking. Gonna sit down by the fireplace, read a novel, play some chess, sip on some brandy. Let me get that cigar out of your mouth there. Hey, let me get that cigar out of your mouth. That's not good for you. No. No sticks, remember? Sticks might hurt your tum-tum. Okay, what are people saying? You need a sled with all that dog power. You would not believe. Just today, I had my feet close together and I leaned back and they pulled me about 2 meters. It was non-intentional. I wouldn't want to strain their necks. And I actually think every dog should have a harness. I just want to buy some harnesses with my next paycheck. Yeah, they can pull. They can definitely pull. Yeah, like I was going down an icy hill. It was like 45-degree slope and it's just ice. Yeah, I just had to sit down because I knew they were going to pull me. And sure enough, I was on my bum and they kind of pulled me down the hill. But don't use that one. Okay. I love this. Oh, I love this so much. You have no idea. This is, you wake up, you have a clear head. You have your energy. Like, what excuse do you have to be in a bad mood? You just slept. I even had a nightmare today. I had all these like, it was weird. It was just, I just had a really bad dream, like really bad. I mean, I literally slept like half of the time I was in bed. But once you're with these guys, you remember what life is all about. And it's just something that puts you in the moment. And okay, I put it like this. Stop that. Give me that. I'm trying to roll. They think we're just playing. Drop it. Thank you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Now we're tangled, see? So we'll go like this. Okay, we just got to move forward and it'll unknot itself. But I truly feel so much more at peace and happier. The one thing that I don't like about these guys is that they're not vegan because their owners, my clients, they don't feed them that. But I mean, you can't blame them. It's just like a little kid eating hot dogs. They don't know what they're eating. So they are very innocent. Oh, sweetie. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I was just going to say something kind of philosophical. I was once on a field with a bunch of sheep. And I thought they would get scared or something when I like intrude on this field and disturb all these sheep. This is where you really got to watch their collars because the collars might come off when they slip around. Okay, this is not good. I'm going to put you in my pocket. I'm just going to stop this. Hey, no. And no. Are we back? Yeah, that was totally nothing. What was I saying? Yeah, so I was on this field of sheep and I realized they didn't care that I was there. They didn't care that I'd walk right up to their face and look at them. They literally do not care. It's like a fly buzzing around in the wood. Like you wouldn't even notice them. You're farting next to a waterfall. Like no one cares. No one can even tell. So after that experience with the sheep, when they literally did not care that I existed, I realized like any sort of like bad reputation I have, any embarrassment, any shame or guilt or drama or anything to do with humans literally does not matter to the sheep, right? So why does it matter to me? Especially if it's something from years ago, from like decades ago. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I look at people, I think My dogs don't care about you. Why should I care about you? And it's just like that with the negative people, with all the, you know, because people are always going to go through problems in their life, and no one's ever done anything wrong. You know, everyone's always the victim. Everyone's always the hero of their own story, and etc. And I'm so sick of it because we have this culture around the world where humans just lie, and everything's like fine as long as it's not as bad as what somebody else does. And like, I mean, technologically we're this advanced species, but ethically we're just literally the dumbest species on the planet. So yeah, if you ever feel bad, just think about, like, it's just the human species. Even if everybody on the world hates you, it's just 1 out of 1 billion species that ever existed. Now, I gotta pick up a little treat that somebody left me. So I'm just gonna put you in my pocket again, 1 sec. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, every day it's gonna get better. I'm constantly thinking about this. And I wanna get my own clients because right now we're like a boarding house. So there's like 30 dogs in this house, and I just come by and walk a couple once in a while. But I would like to have my own clients. If you ever want to be a dog walker, go on rover.com, Craigslist gigs. You can just ask your friends or family or neighbors and people at the dog park, especially rich neighborhoods, and you can do this as well. I earn easily $3,000 a month doing this. It's very enjoyable. I also live in Vancouver, so obviously I have a second job, full-time at a liquor store. But I'm telling you guys, like, it took me my whole life to figure this out, that there's more to life than humans, and you don't have to live for them, be a people pleaser. But if you get a chance to do this, yeah, at least try it. We're almost concluding this stream here, which breaks my heart because I have to go to my other job, but I truly want to spend all day with them. Every day. Just don't get sick of them. Oh my God. I love you guys so much. You're the best. Oh, who's a sweetie? Look at these guys. Look at those faces. They're so calm. They're so sick of the rain, but they're still holding up. They're still doing so good. Yes. Yes, you guys are loved. Yes, there's lots of love for you. Yes, you're very sweet doggies. Yes, you're very precious. It's okay. Almost home, nice and warm. Almost home, nice and toasty. Let's go, sweeties. Look at that little fam. Oh, the best. The best. Okay, I gotta go.